Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Five, 97. Blaster, 6. Set.
Now Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there.
Faster.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
560.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Blue striker. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yellow, red, yellow. Ready.
To throw now, here's Love. He'll try to pick it up himself. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Trimmer.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. There he goes left side. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 45. White. Hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hut.
Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go. Smash. Red. You. 10 black. Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Great, set. I don't even know.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. Into space at the 45. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
1-yard gain. Brings up
Love.
That's
taken in by Kraft. Down the left sideline. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, 61 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught it the 21.
First down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Hurts
And this one too low.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue, 32. Set.
Following the interception, Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Slice, 97. Ready, ready. 50, green. Set.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jordan Love keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind myself.
Yeah, but Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Ready.
Here's Love.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
52 blaster. Here we cut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Strikers, 3.
Love now. He'll try and do this himself. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And the Packers first down.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
30 cluster, 6. Ready.
Throwing. Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
That's the score. Packers 21, Eagles 7. Brendan McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how it can hurt you. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Well, I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Great, set. No, good.
A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On second and 11 now. Hurts. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Great, set. On anyone else? No,
He'll drop to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Love. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Set, hut.
Operating from the gun. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Come on, watch out now. 50 Fury, 33. Ready.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
10 black. Set.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it.
That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hut, hut.
Jacobs now.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Love. Able to find his man, Kraft.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We money, more Power Rangers. Mom, also dangerous. Y'all talk about Rangers.
Here we go. 50 green. Ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Let's go. Black, 95.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw now, here's Love.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Tucker Kraft
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, this is no good. Not even close, really. Way off the mark, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Trimmer. 73.
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Able to spin free. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Set, rep, set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, 63 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.